Let's speak to some of the top achievers. We're joined by Adelaide Hwenda from Brescia House, Kate McLeman also from Brescia House, Ivan Chen from Saheti School, and Phila Haanyama from Roedean Senior School. Thank you so much to you all for your time. I'll begin with you, Adelaide. You achieved full colours in grade 11 and 12, 6 distinctions, and you were also the head of photography class for 2022. How did you find the time to do all of this?
I think it was definitely a matter of understanding my capabilities and finding a way to balance all that I was interested in and invested in. And definitely having a good support structure helped a lot, from the educators at Brescia House School to all my friends and my family as well.
And congratulations to you and to you, all of you tonight. It's quite a feat to have, all these distinctions, and it's quite an achievement. Kate, 9 distinctions, academic excellence, acknowledged in grade 11 and 12 with full colors too. Kate, you're also excelling in netball, aquatics and athletics. I'm wondering, as a parent, how are you juggling all of this when I look at you as a child? From a parent's perspective, it looks like it's a whole lot to do.
It definitely was a lot, but I think the main thing that I needed was a good sense of time management and being able to allocate enough time for my schoolwork, to my studies, to my sporting, and then also to still spend time with family and friends. And I think having, like Adelaide said, a good, strong support system is super important, just to have people backing you.
And just before I move on to Ivan, for you, what would you say was your strongest support system?
Probably my family, first off, because they're always there for me. But also my boyfriend and my friends were definitely there for me the whole way through. So I think just having a group of people who you can trust and you can go to if you need help is such a vital part. And I think that definitely helped in my success.
And it definitely does. And Ivan's second highest average at 90% and full house, 10 distinctions. Let's talk about your preparation, because a lot of pupils, have some kind of anxiety when they're going towards their Matric exams, and they're going through quite a lot. And as Kate and, Adelaide say, the support system is quite critical. So for you, how were you preparing for these exams?
For me, I think planning ahead really is key at preparing for these exams. Planning ahead of what subjects you should study at particular days and how you will cover these subjects is quite important. And especially really the support structure behind me, my family, my friends, and all the educators at Saheti School, they've really been supportive of my studies. And I think that's really key, your planning ahead and your support system.
And for you, Phila, you've received academic honors for maintaining an overall A aggregate, and this is for 4 years. It's no small feat. It takes a lot of work. At the same time, you're leading a social responsibility project at your school, as well as tutoring some grade 5s and 7s in maths and English. If this is not superhuman, I don't know what is. Let's talk about how you managed to put all of these together and get to a point where you are now with your Matric results.
I think for me, it was just about having a passion for what I was doing, because the tutoring was tutoring in math, and I really do love math, and I love helping others with math. I think that what really helped me was structuring my day and making sure that I could find time for everything, so that I made sure that I was giving enough time to everything that I was doing.
How difficult was it, though, for you, Phila, to study during the pandemic and, really face the challenges that we faced during that time?
I found it rather difficult. At the beginning, I thought it was okay, but as time went on and we were so uncertain on whether we would go back to school or not, I started to lose a lot of my motivation. But I think through the help of my friends and family, I really was able to stay on track.
And for you, Adelaide, you are in the UK, and I understand your family is there as well. Is that where you'll be studying? And for you, why the decision for, to study in the UK or anywhere else?
Yes, so I'm hoping to start medicine at the beginning of the next academic year. I've recently relocated here with my family. It was a collective decision to move here in order to be closer to our extended family, as well as for the extended academic opportunities that are available here. I'm hoping to either, if not study in the UK, then somewhere in Europe.
Ivan, South Africa has been battling with rolling blackouts, and we've seen some of the pupils saying this impacted them when they were trying to study. Was it a challenge for you?
Most times, I think, yes, it did impact me quite a bit because of load shedding, and especially when I'm studying at night, load shedding comes and I'm studying in the dark. So it was quite a tough time, I think. But I'm hoping to see a better future, and I do think that South Africa really has the potential to live up to this better future that I'm talking about. Yep.
And for you, what makes you believe that South Africa has this bright future that you're talking about?
I think the country itself is really beautiful, and I believe that we have enough resources, but the people, they are just moving out of the country because they don't see this future. But for myself, I do think there is a future here, and especially because I'm studying computer science. And so I believe that if I could make a change in developing better softwares that could improve the system itself, I think South Africa will live up to its better future.
And Kate, do you share the sentiments that Ivan has, that South Africa has a bright future and there's no need for young people like yourselves to take your skills elsewhere?
I definitely agree. And I think today has been quite a testament. We see that the youth of South Africa has so many skills and there's so much intelligence and knowledge that's coming through in the younger years. So I think by keeping the younger people here in South Africa, we'll be able to utilize that knowledge and, like Ivan said, build a better future for this country. And
I'm going to put all four of you on the spot here. I'll start with you, Phila. When you are looking around leadership, leadership-wise, who would you say is your biggest inspiration and you aspire to be like that one person?
I think it would have to be my mother, because I feel like she has just worked so hard with not only me, but my siblings and the house, and through us even being stressed and coming to her with all our issues, she stayed strong and she's stayed firm, and she's really kept us all grounded.
And for you, Adelaide?
For me personally, I wouldn't say there's any one person in particular who I aspire to be, but there are many people in my life, from relatives to people I see in the media, with attributes that I aspire towards achieving and emulating in my own life.
And Ivan?
I do agree with Phila. I think my mother is really the leader that I look up to. She has always been spontaneous in making her decisions, and I believe that it is one of the best qualities that you must have as a leader. And I do hope to encompass that when I'm taking on a role of being a leader in the future or even now.
All right, finally, Kate?
I have to agree with Adelaide. Not only are my parents such a big inspiration to me, but also all my friends at school, all the peers that I'm with, my teachers, all my educators, they've all played such a big role in inspiring me. And I think their leadership skills is something that I should aim to become.
Well, congratulations to you all overachievers. We're calling you superhuman, because when I was going through your bios, I was asking myself, how possible is it that you've achieved so much? So congratulations. Do not stop. South Africa's rooting for you. We're rooting for you. We hope to see you in the future as leaders. Thank you so much to you all for your time.